We might have it stopped. Nope. Disregard. He just rammed it into my car.
Hey! Stop your horse! Stop your horse!
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Southern Draw Law. My name is James White, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, former police officer. Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is about as funny as the Amish get. What you're about to see is not your typical DUI investigation. It is, in fact, a 1 horsepower, low-speed pursuit of a runaway Amish horse-drawn buggy that later turns into a criminal investigation for OVI. Did y'all even know that the Amish like to hit the bottle? I sure didn't. Well, here's one of the wildest things you'll ever see. Our video today comes to us out of Ashtabula County, Ohio, and if I butchered that, I apologize, where a sheriff's deputy was on patrol and in search of a reckless driver when he noticed an Amish buggy that appeared to be pulled by a runaway horse. The deputy attempted to stop the buggy, but it kept going, and as the buggy passed, the deputy noticed what he thought to be a drunk Amish guy asleep in the buggy. Let's watch.
Whoa! Whoa! Hey! Hey! Wake up! There's a Bud Light can sitting in there and he passed clean out.
That's what he did to me.
He'll go home. The horse knows how to get home.
I don't even know if this is my car. I found him outside Philly.
421.
418. He's eastbound on Bogue. B-O-G-U-E. We got a drunk Amish guy passed out in a buggy.
Where you guys?
Staley and Bogue Road. He just turned eastbound on Bogue. And I yelled at the guy when he rode by. There's a Bud Light can sitting in the damn buggy. And I hit the side of the buggy and hollered at the guy. He's passed clean out. He's slumped over.
Jesus. The horse won't stop, huh?
No, I mean, I'm yelling, whoa, 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 and no. All right, bye.
239. That's 417.
I'm gonna see if I can get in front of him and slow down.
We might have it stopped. Nope. Disregard. He just rammed it into my car.
Hey, stop your horse. Stop your horse. Stop your horse. Get your horse.
That's where you like to
Grab your horse. Okay, grab the horse so it doesn't do any more damage, please. It's rammed it into my car already.
Okay, this feels like an episode of Stranger Things. Did I just witness a group of Amish teenagers step through another dimension and into the street through that light beam on the police car right there? That was strange. Okay, in all seriousness, this case presents a very interesting question. Can a person be guilty of DUI or OVI if they're not operating a motor vehicle?
Watch yourself. He's coming around to grab him. I don't want him backing up. And...
Go ahead.
All right, get him over here. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21.
We have
Well,
a buggy stop.
For right now, until I can determine on who you are,
43.
let me see your hand. I'm going to detain you.
All right.
All right?
Yep.
I saw.
Bleeding from the back. Bleeding? Yeah.
Where?
Okay. You felt hard on the buggy. I did.
All right. Come on.
418 SO4.
Just leave him right there. No, leave him right there.
Move your car forward.
No, just hang on.
Yeah, hit your car more. That's it.
Just hold him. Don't let him move.
You start 29 for a head injury for the driver.
What you got in your pocket? You got anything that's going to stick me or poke me?
shouldn't be. No, I got my wallet, change, wallet.
Right.
When they call me, how to stop.
Well, I got to get him in here first, then I can move it.
Okay, yeah, 17 here for code 4. Sorry, realize your last year broken.
I'm getting there. I had to deal with him first. Settle down.
I got one detained. Break for Ohio ID.
I got around him and had him stopped. And he stopped in the road. And then when I got out, he went to go around me and just rammed it right to, and he got busted his head and fell out in the damn ditch.
What's up there? Pause.
Have any of you ever driven a horse?
No.
Well, I'm just saying that sometimes you can't control a horse. I'm just saying that.
Not when you're sleeping.
Was he sleeping?
Oh, he's passed out cold. We're running the siren. I'm banging on the side of the buggy.
Beer in there.
Okay.
He's drunk as shit. There's beer still in there.
I didn't know. I wasn't home. I didn't know he was doing any of this. So that's understandable.
Goddamn Amish buggy.
You had it. We had to jump.
I was banging
We
when he rode by.
had to jump up there and grab the reins and like pick it.
That's why I stopped right here, and I was walking back to grab the reins, and it took off. I had it stopped.
You would have had to freaking grab that freaking.
He was stopped. He hasn't moved. I pulled mine up.
It's all over the back.
Oh shit, maybe puke, I don't know. And I started walking around the corner of the car to grab the reins, and that's when he f***ing took off.
Dude, I would have stopped here, man.
You couldn't catch him. Every time you get beside of him, he'd freaking speed up. Orwell got behind him.
Okay.
I pulled up at the intersection of Bogue and whatever that next Staley or whatever.
Yeah.
And when he drove by, he just slumped over past clean out, and I'm banging on the side of it.
Yeah.
He don't move, so I get in front of him and slow, and the horse stops.
Right.
So I'm like, cool. So I hop out, and I'm gonna grab the reins, and whoa, don't go.
Yeah.
And he starts taking off and rammed the buggy right up in the ass of my.
Jesus.
I got him thrown in there. I got a squad coming to check him because when he jerked it to go, it flung him out, and he's got a little beep in the back of his head.
Right.
I already ran him, but he's right here. The buggy hasn't moved.
Oh, okay.
I just pulled up.
Did you ever have an OBI on me?
What's that?
Did you ever have an OBI on me?
Yeah. I haven't asked him. He's probably asleep again.
Hello again.
Hi. He can get out, that's fine, if you want him to.
Yeah.
He was in the buggy, passed out asleep. I pulled in front of the buggy to stop it. And when I walked around to grab the reins for the horse, the buggy came forward, crashing into me. He's got a big speaker box, and the thing is probably what hit him, but it threw him out.
In most states, in order to be convicted of a DUI-like charge, you have to be operating something that is self-propelled, a boat, a motorcycle, a car, even a riding lawnmower, and generally that is defined as a motor vehicle. So this would not be a DUI under the common vernacular. But most states aren't home to one of the largest Amish populations in the country. In the state of Ohio, the legislature has passed what they refer to as the OVI law, or operating a vehicle under the influence. So let's take a look at the law and see what it says. No person shall operate any vehicle, streetcar, or trackless trolley within this state if at the time of the operation any of the following apply. And then it goes on to basically say all the different ways that you can be drunk. And I'm not going to get into all the scientific stuff because it really doesn't matter in this case, and I'll explain why. But it does say operate, and it says vehicle, so we need to explore that a little bit. This is going to give you guys a sneak peek into the boring mind of a lawyer, and you'll figure out fairly quickly why no one talks to us at barbecues, okay? So here we go. Once you contract the disease of thinking like a lawyer, you can never undo it. So we need to look at operate and vehicle. What does it mean to operate? Operate means to cause or have caused movement of a vehicle, streetcar, or trackless trolley. Now I'll just tell you guys, a streetcar and trackless trolley refer under the code to things that have rails like a train. So either that are embedded in the street or something. Anyway, it doesn't have anything to do with this case. So then the next thing we have to look at is vehicle. How do we define vehicle? As used in this chapter, vehicle means every device, including a motorized bicycle and an electric bicycle, in, upon, or by which any person or property may be transported or drawn upon a highway. Now we need to figure out what highway means. Street or highway means the entire width between the boundary lines of every way open to the use of the public as a thoroughfare for purposes of vehicular travel. So basically, any street that the public can be on is considered a highway under the law. So we know what it means to operate something, we know what it means to be in a vehicle, and we know what it means to be on a highway. So if we take a closer look, we probably have a vehicle because a horse-drawn buggy is a device by which a person or property may be drawn upon a highway, and a highway is a public road, right? So we have a vehicle and we have a highway. Now let's go back to operate. Operate again means to cause or have caused movement of a vehicle, streetcar, or trackless trolley. So we've established we have a vehicle. We have established what it means to operate. Let's go back and look at the law again. Oh, it's illegal to operate if the operation was while you were under the influence. Now I'm going to say it up front, I don't think this case is provable, and I'm going to use some hypothetical cross-examination questions that will hopefully draw your attention to some reasonable doubt that comes about when we really take a close look at this case. Before I get started, you should know that I couldn't find a single appellate case in Ohio where an Amish person has appealed an OVI conviction. I don't know if that's because there aren't that many who get charged or if they plead guilty or what, but this is a fairly novel or new and untouched, undiscovered, however you want to say it, issue in Ohio law. Also, if you haven't gleaned from watching my channel that I'm the exact type of person who would go get my license in Ohio just so I could litigate one of these cases, then you have misread me entirely. Now, let's do some hypothetical cross. So what's our evidence? What are we looking at here? The deputy encounters what is essentially a runaway horse-drawn buggy, right? He thinks it's just the horse and the buggy. He is surprised to see the drunk Amish guy asleep in the back. He makes a statement to at least one and maybe two other officers that the horse knows how to get home, or that he's been told that in dealing with these situations, the horse knows how to get home. He gives the drunk Amish guy a command to take control of the horse. So my questions on cross would be, who was in control of the buggy? Was the horse in control of the buggy? Deputy, were you not under the initial impression that the horse could control the buggy and get itself home? Did you think you had a person in the buggy at the time that you first saw it? No. And did you not make the statement that the horse could control the buggy and get itself home? You did. And you actually had to order the drunk Amish guy, as you referred to him, to take control of the horse. So would you not agree that if you had to order the drunk Amish guy to control the horse, you wouldn't have had to do that if he were already in control of the horse, right? So do you realize that you ordered a person that you described as a drunk Amish guy to take control of the horse that was in control in the buggy? That means that the drunk Amish guy was not operating under the text of the law, and you commanded him to commit OVI. Do you understand that? Because you found him in a way that you described as drunk, you had to order him to take control of the horse, which means he wasn't in control of the horse. And by him controlling the horse, he would then be in control of the buggy, and then he would be operating under the influence. So you actually ordered him to commit a crime. Is that your testimony? So based on your investigation, Deputy, when did drunk Amish guy become drunk? How much had he had to drink that day? When did he start drinking? When did he stop drinking? Where was he when he started drinking? Where was he when he stopped drinking? How did he get there? How long had he been there? Where was he coming from? Where was he going to? You guys love the itinerary questions. Why do you have no answers? Now, who was the owner of the horse and buggy? Was it the drunk Amish guy? Was the drunk Amish guy placed in the buggy by someone else, or did he get there under his own power? Did you ever see the drunk Amish guy in control of the horse? Because we've established that he wasn't in control of the horse when you encountered him. Thankfully, he didn't heed your command and take control of the horse while he was in his state that you've described as drunken. So don't you agree that it's possible that the drunk Amish guy rode as a passenger in the buggy, was never in control of the horse, since you've never seen him in control of the horse, was left asleep in this buggy by his companion, and then for whatever reason, the horse attempted to take him home. After all, you were the one who made the statement that you know horses will operate buggies on their own and know how to get home, did you not? Is it possible that the drunk Amish guy was sober when he took control of the horse and operated the buggy to a place, still sober, and then got drunk after he got there and climbed in the buggy to sleep it off with no intention of moving the horse before he was sober, and the horse made its own decision to take them home? Again, I revert back to your statement about the horse being able to take them home. It is possible, right? So you admit that a whole host of explanations are possible when you can't prove what actually happened, right? You see, the state has to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. And they have to not only prove the whole case like that, the way they prove the whole case is by proving each and every element of the crime. The offense in question includes several elements which are yet unproven in this case. We don't know if he was ever operating the vehicle, because you certainly didn't see him ever operate the vehicle. We don't know when he became intoxicated, so we can't say that he operated the vehicle while he was intoxicated. I'd like for you to tell the jury or the judge how the condition in which you found the drunk Amish guy is any different than a condition you might find a passenger in the back of an Uber or a taxi. What you found was a passenger in a buggy who was not operating. It's no different than a front seat or rear seat passenger of a vehicle being operated by somebody else. It just happens to be that in this case, it's a horse. All right, that was a little lighthearted fun video for you guys. My closing argument is to leave the Amish alone. How much damage can a 1 horsepower buggy do with a guy sleeping it off in the back? Moreover, what are the odds the horse would have hit anything at all if the deputy hadn't tried to intervene and pulled his car in front of the horse, which probably freaked it out? I mean, flashing lights, siren, there's a reason they wear blinders. After all, that horse was trying to figure out a lot of things at the moment with no help from Jedediah in the back, by the way. Anyway, if you can't tell, I think charging someone with OVI for a horse and buggy is obnoxious. I mean, what are you going to do? Take their license? Oh wait, they don't participate in the government. They made no implied consent. You can't take anything from them, except their liberty, I guess, and put them in jail, but most of those laws are only 48 hours, so ultimately, what are you going to do? Also, did y'all notice the deputy made mention of a big speaker box that was in the back of this buggy and fell over and hit him? Is that an Amish boom box? Actually, in doing research for this video, I actually found a couple videos of like Amish couples and Amish people partying in the back of these horse-drawn buggies, and several of them had these like wooden boxes with the speakers in them. And it cracks me up because I actually had a friend who was close to someone who'd been excommunicated from one of the Amish communities. And what she told me was that Amish kids, teenagers, and young people were like 10 to 15 or longer behind in trends because they're so sheltered. Like the clothes they think are fashionable would be the same things that we wore 15, 20 years ago, and they're well out of style before they ever even know about them. And that would make sense to me because I remember as a 90s kid growing up, everyone who was anyone had a custom speaker box in the back of their ride. I just got a kick out of that, and I thought you guys would too. Anyway, that's all for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this arrest. Until I see you again, take care. Always film your interactions with the police and keep your evidence to yourself.